Hey friends, chapter 4 was so exciting. Jack and Annie met those new characters. Who did they meet? The ninjas, right? And did the ninjas talk to Jack and Annie? Not at all. They didn't say a word. They pointed and they gestured, but they haven't said anything yet. And when Jack and Annie got to that long stream and that water was too cold for them to cross, what did the ninjas do? They helped them get across the water. So I'm thinking maybe they're leading Jack and Annie somewhere, and I'm wondering if they're leading them to a place where they can help Morgan, or if they're capturing them. We're not really sure yet. But today we're definitely going to be making some predictions. When we predict something, we think about what's going to happen next. Just like these kids are doing in their story, they're predicting what they think is going to happen next. We can do the same thing. Where do we think Jack and Annie are going? What's going to happen next? So we have to read to find out what's going to happen next. And then as we read, we're going to stop and make some predictions. Chapter 5 is called Flames in the Mist. Here's what happens. The water grew shallow again. That means it's not too deep anymore. Then they were on dry land. The ninjas lowered Jack and Annie onto the ground. "Thanks," said Annie. "Thanks," said Jack. "Squeak," said the mouse. The ninjas said nothing, but they looked around. Jack looked around too. The full moon was rising in the sky. Can you see that moon in the sky? Dark rocks dotted the side of the mountain. Then the ninjas started moving. They went silently up the slope between the rocks. Jack and Annie followed them. Jack wasn't afraid of the ninjas now. In fact, he was starting to like them. Maybe they really could help find Morgan. The ninjas moved silently, but Jack and Annie made plenty of noise. They panted as they climbed the rocky hillside. Their wet sneakers made squishy sounds. I loved what I just read. Let me read it again. The ninjas moved silently, but Jack and Annie made plenty of noise. So I'm thinking about Jack and Annie going up the side of that mountain, following those ninjas, and the ninjas do a great job of staying quiet, but Jack and Annie are out of breath and their shoes are squeaking up the hillside and they're making tons of noise. Are they very good ninjas? I don't think they're very good ninjas yet. Let's keep reading and see if they can get quieter. Suddenly, the ninjas froze. Jack could see their eyes darting around. Voices were coming from the valley below. Jack saw torches flaming in the mist. Torches, what's a torch? A torch is like a stick or some sort of object that has fire coming out of it. The ninjas started moving faster. Jack and Annie hurried after them. "Who's carrying the torches?" Annie asked. Jack was too out of breath to speak. He also didn't have an answer. They came to a pine forest. Night birds called out. Wind rattled the branches. The ninjas moved like ghosts through the forest. Oh, that makes my thinking voice think something so cool, that they are almost like ghosts the way that they move. I'm gonna keep reading. They appeared and disappeared through moonlight and shadows. Jack and Annie struggled to keep up. Finally, the ninjas came to a stop. One ninja held out his hand as if to say, "Wait." Just holds out his hand like this. Both ninjas stepped away into the shadows of the trees and were gone. "Where did they go?" said Annie. Let's stop and make a prediction. I haven't read yet where they're going, so what do you think? Let's make a prediction about what's going to happen next. Where did the ninjas go? I wonder if you're right. Let's keep reading to find out. Keep reading to find out if our predictions are correct or not. "I don't know," said Jack. "Maybe the book can tell us." He pulled the ninja book out of his pack. He turned the pages until he came to a picture of a cave. By the light of the full moon, he read, "Sometimes ninjas held meetings in hidden mountain caves to plan secret missions." "Oh man," said Jack, "I bet they went inside a hidden cave." Do you think so? He pulled out his notebook and his pencil. He wrote, "Meetings in hidden caves." Jack turned the page. He stared at a picture of a ninja sitting on a mat. He read, "Ninjas took orders from a ninja master. The master was a mysterious, wise person who knew many secrets of nature." "Wow," whispered Jack. Just then, the two ninjas returned. Jack quickly put his book away. The short ninja motioned for Jack and Annie to follow. In the shadows was the entrance of a dark cave. Jack predicted that they were going to go, I should get my thinking voice on. Jack predicted that they were going to go into a hidden cave. And was his prediction right? Yeah, they're going into this hidden cave. "What's in there?" Annie whispered. "The ninja master," Jack whispered back. Do you think in the next chapter we're going to meet a ninja master? What do you predict? And I'm really wanting to know about your prediction about the ninjas. Are the ninjas going to help Jack and Annie or hurt Jack and Annie? What do you think is going to happen? I'm wondering if that very, very smart ninja master might know something that can help Jack and Annie, and I can't wait till the next chapter to see if we're going to meet that ninja master. I predict that it might happen. And my picture today for my story timeline, I drew Jack and Annie going into that hidden cave, following the ninjas up the mountain. The ninjas were doing a great job being ninjas. They were quiet as ghosts. Were Jack and Annie being very good ninjas? Not so much. But now we're gonna go inside that hidden cave, and I wonder if there's a ninja master inside who might help. I'm also wondering, I didn't draw it in my picture, but I know in the story it was important that Jack and Annie and the ninjas saw or heard, they didn't really see much. They saw torches and they heard voices, and I'm wondering if those are good people or people that are going to help them or people they want to stay away from. So I didn't draw it in my picture, but I think that was important too if you want to write about that part also. So write about what was important in the story. Can't wait to see what you write.